Metroplex, we join you from JerryWorld, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboy Nation, here are your Dallas Cowboys.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback. I think this is something that we can expect the rest of the day here, Mike, in the passing game. They love getting the running back involved early, and I think until the defense shows they got a plan to take him away, expect them to continue to find ways to get him involved in the passing game.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Go play action. It's Prescott. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They pick up 17 through the air. That's good for a Dallas first down.
34-yard line.
They'll go with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Play fake. Prescott. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 17 yards on that play. First down, Cowboys.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup, because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Price now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
So after getting drafted in the first round a year ago to Minnesota, gets off to a slow start, suffers an early injury, ends up watching the entire season from the sideline. Sam Darnold took the starting job and ran with it. But now it's J.J. McCarthy's time. He got to watch firsthand how good you can be in this Kevin O'Connell system if you just rely on the weapons, trust the reads, and play within the confines of that system, because Kevin O'Connell has shown 2 things. He can win football games, and he can coach quarterbacks.
They'll try again after the incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's McCarthy. He'll step up and run.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. This one brought in by Hawkinson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead, see if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Automatic first down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion right. On the give, it's Williams. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Gain of 6.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space, so when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard
When done
line.
correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the play fake, Dak. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
First down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
First down, it is Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Loss of a yard.
What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the snap so that the offense cannot determine that you're rushing. It's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Right back to Ferguson, who's got another one. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, Prescott. This one caught at the 4.
Complete to Jalen Tolbert. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third and short. Prescott. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
Gain of only a yard.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, You're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and 2. Here we go. Looking to throw. McCarthy in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. It's a short kick. Fair catch is called for, and they're going to be in business with a short field to work. The Cowboys offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. On the toss, it's Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 2.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That's caught by Tolbert, right side. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
3rd down, they need 5. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Got a man, that's Tolbert. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
That's another.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down. Williams gets it on the draw. And a short pickup down inside the 10.
At the 9-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. He takes off, and he will score! Dak Prescott, touchdown, Dallas. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Cowboys are out to a 10-0 lead.
Cowboys 10, Vikings nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A gain there of 27 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the 2nd-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep. And it's really been the inability to sustain drives. So critical 3rd downs, better on 1st and 2nd. Somewhere it's got to pop, and somebody's got to make a play.
He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Deron Bland with the tackle.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
1st down, Minnesota.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
That one into the hands of Jefferson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
2 more yards.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
First and goal.
You see, these are the types of routes, Mike, that you can tell guys spend a lot of time working together during the week. This is timing. This is landmark. This is ball placement. It all has to work together, and in this case, doesn't get much better than this.
And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
Loss of 2.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
They'll put Addison in motion. McCarthy to the air on second down. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Now McCarthy. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal. This about as short as you can get. Riker's kick is good. And the Vikings are on the board. It's now 10-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. It's back out now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, here's Dak. His pass right side is caught by Schoonmaker. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Here's Prescott. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd down. 11 yards on the pass there. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Play fake. Prescott under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Jonathan Grenard. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Prescott. He's got that complete to Turpin. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Handoff, Jones. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Give him 14 on that play. One first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They run it once more with Jones. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. 3rd down coming up.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They get 16 on that connection. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's McCarthy. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Vikings offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On the handoff, Jones. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Minnesota.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how.
Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Cowboys offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the zone read, it's McCarthy. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. Here's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Cowboys offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with first and 10. Prescott now. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That is Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle, in there for the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. Dak to throw. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
He'll get this to Schoonmaker. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
You know, we spend a lot of time praising the running backs, and deservingly so. But oftentimes, it's a combination of the scheme and the big guys up front who make it work, and that's exactly what we saw here on the big pickup.
Second and inches. It's another run here for Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Cowboys.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, It's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
It's going to be a pickup of 4 and get him down to the 12-yard line.
Tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
Now Prescott. That is caught by the tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Makes the score Cowboys 17, Vikings 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return.
The Vikings take
Here comes
over
Aaron
1st
Jones
and 10.
and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss on his way to a nice pickup of 7.
36-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. He'll try the left side with Jones. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
A 5-yard gain.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Here's Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll try to run for it. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
It's a gain of 18. And the Vikings, 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit, keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He'll run again. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Cowboys have it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
This one is caught by Turpin, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big games like this.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies, but the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass, and I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Price now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play-action fake. Nobody bid on it, and Quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snack.
McCarthy to the air on second down. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
17 yards.
Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards.
18-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Automatic first down.
What a critical flag. Roughing the passer, it sets up 1st and goal. On the give, it's Jones. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
Jones, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Jones. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Jordan Addison, touchdown Vikings.
Touchdown Vikings.
Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. The Vikings will cut the deficit to 7.
Cowboys 20, Vikings 13.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Dak gonna run with it himself. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
On the give, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. On the play fake, Dak. Open man down the field, it's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Dak facing 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. And he works his way past the 25 to the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
McCarthy from the gun here on third down. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. A gain there of 15. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And the Vikings first down. A gain of 15. First down, Minnesota.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Jones now on first and 10, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Overshown. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 5. Play action now. It's McCarthy. That'll be swung out wide to Jones. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Minnesota.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. And it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
On the ground now with Jones. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
From the 33, here's second down and 2. He'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll run the sneak. And he is going to have a Vikings first down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on third and inches.
1 yard.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. Third and short, fourth and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive, first and 10. Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. On play action, here's Dak. That's It's caught by Tolbert right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Cowboys.
First and 10.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Williams. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Price now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He takes off, and he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
On second down, here's McCarthy. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now McCarthy. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Osa Odigizua in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's third down. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.